Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. So, money and relationships often have an interesting dynamic. Sometimes they don't mix well, like water and oil or fire and ice. But in this case, a woman is asking if she should get married while she's in substantial debt. And what ends up happening is quite interesting. This is a call that was taken with Dave Ramsey, the personal finance enthusiast, and it racked up 1.2 million views. So I want to comment on it as soon as you hit the like button and subscribe, and comment down below for the algorithm because it does help get this video pushed. Actually, if you're going to do any one of those things, just hit the like button. Let's go back to that. So thank you so much. And now with that said, let's begin.
Violet is with us in Kansas City. Hi, Violet. How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Do you ever wonder what those papers are? Because he's not taking notes on these calls. What is this? Unless these calls are like pre-approved, like way in advance, and they script out kind of the situation, I don't think so. I've seen them operate before in the past. They have a whole team of people behind the scenes that just kind of field the call and make sure the caller's ready, and then Dave takes them. He has no idea really what these calls are about before they happen. What are the papers? One day we'll find out.
My fiance, he actually lives in Dominican Republic. I am $42,000 in debt, and I'm just wondering if it's a good idea to get married knowing that I will have student loans left to pay.
Yeah, man, it sucks that, like, to be able to be with somebody, you have to get married to them because he's not a resident of the United States. So I'm guessing, like, he could come and visit maybe for, 90 days without getting a visa, something like that. That's basically the whole premise of the show, 90-Day Fiancé, because they have 90 days to stay in the country before they have to leave, or they have to apply for some sort of worker's permit or something to stay longer than that.
So has he got a job?
He did have a job as a mechanic, and then for some reason now he doesn't have it anymore.
Some reason? That sounds kind of vague.
Yeah. His explanation was that their management got hired on new people, so now he doesn't have the job. So
what? That doesn't make sense. If he's a good, competent employee of the business, why would they get rid of him? Unless the business just failed miserably. Like that, someone wasn't managing things correctly, the business wasn't bringing in money, they had to shut down, they couldn't pay him, he's out of a job. For some reason is not gonna cut it, unfortunately. He did something, or it's a story. He's making something up. The whole situation just kind of sounds shady to me.
And how long have you all been dating?
We've been together for 9 months.
And how old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, come on. There's no reason she can't find someone locally who she could get married with if she really just wants to get married at that point. The whole thing sounds kind of weird that he's from another country, he wants to come here, he wants to get married to her after 9 months while he doesn't have a job for some reason. It's just, things aren't adding up here. It's like 2 + 2 is not equaling 4 in this scenario.
Where would you live were you married?
So once we're married, we'll have the process of him coming here.
And that's not cheap, by the way. My understanding is that could be like $10,000 to $20,000. Even if you get married, doesn't mean that, like, oh yeah, you're good, all right, come on in. The United States makes it so difficult for people to immigrate here. They put up so much red tape, they make it just impossible, so lengthy, so expensive. I wish there were a way that people could legally come to the United States much faster and, just contribute. But they make it so hard. And meanwhile, people like her are just, bringing people in, getting married so they could stay here to continue the relationship, and it's gonna add to her debt. It's going to complicate things. It's not going to make things easier.
I'm learning Spanish. I'm intermediate to fluency, and he doesn't know any English. I know this sounds weird, but my understanding was that he is just basically a mechanic. I've seen pictures of him going to work and all that stuff. I'm not sure what he specifically worked on.
What? Seeing pictures? Pictures of him going to work. What is this, 2002? There should be videos now. At this point, like, unless it's AI generated, which, hey, maybe one day it's like people are going to fall victim to these scams of like AI people, and they show videos and they like chat with people. The person doesn't actually exist. I have a feeling that's coming sometime soon. The whole situation, though, again, it's not adding up.
How many times have you met him in person?
Let me guess. I'm going to say 0. She's never met him in person. Right? Right? Where's she going to get the money to go and meet him? He doesn't have the money, that's for sure. He's not coming here. So that means she's going further in debt to be able to meet him. But I guarantee she hasn't met him yet. I promise you that.
4 times.
I'm so wrong. I should just eat my words. Ugh. He exists. I'm an idiot. I'm wrong, okay? Sorry, guys. I'm wrong. Human. Made a mistake. There we go. Let's move on.
It has been known to happen that folks who want to come to this country will do anything to get to come here, and anything includes talking someone and conning someone into marrying them. So I'm not saying that's happening, but that flag went up in my head hearing this story.
Oh, do you think she's not going to listen to him? I have a feeling, I mean, you know, when you're in love, it's going to trump everything else. Someone could tell you this person's a convicted felon. They did this, they did that. They're a terrible person. They all these things. You could have a mountain of evidence for like why they're awful, and that person would be like, oh, they don't mean it. You don't know them. It's going to turn into that. So unless you see it for yourself, it's just like, it's not going to exist in her reality.
I'm not hearing things I like in your description of his job and his job loss. I've seen pictures of him going to work. Statements like that scare the crap out of me as Papa Dave for my young daughter I'm talking to, okay?
Yeah, right? Pictures going into work. It's just an odd thing to take a picture of. Usually you're not like taking pictures of yourself. Like, hey, here's me in my briefcase on the way to work right now. Here's proof. Something's up. Something's up with this. It seems like maybe he's being set up to, find someone in the United States who could come here, get married, stay here. It sounds like it might be in that direction.
I want you to know that you know that you know that he's marrying you for you, not for an option at citizenship. And you have a language barrier and a culture barrier to figure all this out in. This whole process is fraught with danger.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like the odds are really stacked against them. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I agree with Dave, it's not impossible, but it's like, is it impossible to win the lottery? No, not technically. It's unlikely. The odds are stacked against it. It's possible, though. So I think it's very similar. Just like it's possible to do a lot of things. There's so many possibilities out there that can happen, but in this case, they have so many obstacles. Is it worth it? Is that really worth it to climb? I would say probably not.
Get somebody else in your life to walk with you that looks in on this from the outside, that loves you and that has wisdom. Whether it's a dad, a mom, a sister, a brother, an uncle, a pastor, I don't care. Have somebody look over your shoulder and make sure that you don't have stars, lovey-dovey stars in your eyes and you're blind.
She does, and it sucks that it sounds like she doesn't really have anyone else in her life that's looking over her. Maybe she has a few friends. It sounds to me, and this is Graham, putting on Graham's hat right now, is not a father at all, except to two lovely animals. We have a cat and a dog. So besides that, sounds to me like she's probably lonely. She doesn't have much going on in her life. She probably doesn't have many friends, probably doesn't have family. This relationship to her is so significant because of that. So this person to her kind of makes up for all the other people that she is likely lacking in her life. And because of that, she's put a lot of trust in him. And that's what it seems like to me. And beyond that, though, there's also this call that I wanted to comment on. The guy has $175,000 of income, but still can't pay his bills. Just listen in on this.
My car got repossessed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I've been behind on a couple of payments. So by the time I made up the payments, they still came and got it.
Yeah, so how much was your car payment?
$1,100 a month.
Oh!
$1,100 a month. Who signs people up for? Who sees that? $1,100 a month. Who sees that? Almost $40 a day, and thinks that's a good idea. I should sign myself up to drive $40 a day. Why?
What kind of car was this?
It's a luxury SUV Cadillac.
So you got a Cadillac Escalade. It's so much money to spend on that car. You could have gotten so many other options. At least he didn't say it was like, oh yeah, Toyota Camry, I just financed it. 28% interest. At least it's something like, he's driving in style, at least.
What's your household income?
Right now, I make about $175 a year.
Okay, making $175 a year, why did you not keep your car payment paid?
Because, man, so I have other debt that I'm paying on as well.
Oh, man. It's bad when you start laughing. It's like, how could you not pay $1,100 a month with $175,000 a year? How does that not compute? That you should easily be able to at least keep the payments. Not that the payment is a good idea, but at least just like don't get your car repossessed.
How much other debt do you have?
Well, I have another work truck that I use for my company to run my business, which I pay $600 a month on that one.
Ah, man, why is this guy getting so many trucks? There's definitely more going on than just this, though. I guarantee this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just like what you see. What you don't see, though, is all the crap beneath the surface. That's what we're about to get to.
What other debts have you got, sir?
Well, I have my house.
How much is your house payment?
It's actually $1,700.
That makes no sense. His house payment's $1,700 a month. His car payments are as much as his house payments. Why? Why does someone agree to that?
Have you talked to them about what it takes to get it back?
Yes. Yes. In fact, I just talked to them a few.
What's the deal?
They want $3,500.
That's all.
To get it out.
That's all.
That's it.
Oh, do that. Because it gets him out of the payment, you know? Do that, settle it, get it done with. Out, kaput. Then move on.
You're good at making money. You're just not good at managing it once you get it. Am I wrong?
That's correct. No, you're exactly right.
Because stupid people don't make $175,000. You're not stupid.
See, this guy could turn it around pretty easily. That's the thing. It's like he's making enough. He's just got to stop being stupid. If he's just not stupid for a whole year, he'll be able to save enough, get back on track, be perfectly fine, get out of debt, have a decent amount invested. There's so many possibilities for this guy if he's just not stupid for 1 year.
You're going to start piling up some cash. And whatever you buy as a car in the future, you pay cash for it or you don't buy it.
Great advice from Daddy Dave. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Make sure, as always, to smash the like button. And don't forget, you could add me on Snapchat now. GP Stefan on Snapchat. Add me there. I'm trying to vlog there for 30 days. So if you want to be a part of it, add me on Snapchat. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.